Are you wanting to make some changes to your health this year? You feeling a bit off, maybe some bloating, or you just don't feel good, no energy? Well, let's dive in to get this year started on the right foot.
Are you struggling to keep your head above water and brushing aside how you physically feel? You know you need to do something to feel better, but what? Nothing's working, and you're about to give up. I hear ya. I'm Jolene, a nutritional therapy practitioner, a wife, and a furry guardian. Like you, I let my work and everything else get in the way of health, often chasing skinny instead of health until I learned how the body worked. Welcome to Holistic Health Made Simple, where I share all the tips, tricks, and science to set you free from the overwhelm of diet culture and frustration with the ever-changing health rules, going beyond the calorie and diet dogma to equip you to be healthy through simple changes to food, mindset, and lifestyle. If you're ready to stop spinning your wheels and learn how to feel better with changes that work for you, results that are undeniable like more energy, improved mood, better sleep, and fat loss, this is the podcast for you. Pop in those headphones, take a deep breath, and let's get healthy.
Hello, and welcome to 2024. Happy New Year. We made it. We made it to the new year. And many of you are trying to find that best way to start the new year off right. Well, I have a solution for you. A little bit of a challenge to reset that sweet tooth and help restore your gut. We survived another year, but no matter how well we did in the previous year or through the holidays, all those changes at the end of the year, with the holiday travel, changes in schedule, different foods, stress, and all the other things often leave us feeling a bit off, bloated, just feeling blah or tired. Then, if you're like me, we come up with this grandiose plan for the new year to take our weight loss and health journey up a notch. Well, I want you to get started on the best foot possible. Grandiose is great, but if we don't have that foundation built, we tend to take that backslide. So, let's start the year off with a healthy gut challenge. It incorporates both going sugar-free and focusing in on the gut. And there's a strong reason why I always combine gut health with sugar-free. Sugar is one of those things that feed certain gut bacteria, and it throws off the balance of that healthy ecosystem we have inside of us. Health and weight loss are all tied to the gut, and it requires more than throwing a probiotic supplement at it to be healthy. I've talked many times about the importance of gut health, how it's tied to weight loss, how it's tied to your overall health, how sugar gets affected, what you do to balance out that gut microbiome, how fermented foods work. So I will tie all of those episodes down below so that you can refresh your memory on them, or if you haven't listened, listen to them from the first time. I just recently started working with somebody in the past couple months, and I had her add a probiotic food, mainly sauerkraut, into her diet because she was complaining of bloat and struggling losing weight and all of this. She lost 5 pounds and had more energy, felt better. And this was because the probiotic foods got everything moving. Now, probiotic foods aren't miracles, but when your gut's not optimum, it's amazing what a little bit of gut love can do. And it just, like I said, got things moving. There's tons of benefits of fermented foods that go way beyond the probiotics. And that's why we always start with fermented foods and drinks when we look at gut health. Always start with food rather than a pill, because if you're not switching what's going in there, you might be creating a bigger problem rather than relieving the symptoms of the problem you have. The biggest part of this challenge, or the hardest part, I think, is removing sugars in all forms and anything sweet for a full 7 days, natural or not. We combine it with adding in 7 days of probiotic foods. Those two things together, as well as additional knowledge of things that might be offending, help you become unstoppable. It's kind of amazing that we can have these benefits develop in as little as 7 days. So when you think about it as a week of doing this. Don't think about it as a lifetime. I'm never going to have sweets ever forever again. That's not what we're saying. We're saying we're going to give out all the sweet flavorings, all sugar foods for that week to develop these benefits. These benefits are huge. Things like boosted energy. You won't have those sugar crashes if you don't have the sugar highs. It reduces bloat because it reduces water retention, so you feel lighter and less puffy. You sleep better. Sugar really messes with your sleep cycle, so dishing it for a little while will lead to a better night's sleep. Removing sweets and sugar improves your mood because the highs and lows and the sugar, your blood glucose levels, your energy levels actually affect your moods. So you'll have a more stable, even mood, which is like amazing. And I myself experienced this. You'll also have a better focus. You'll get rid of that brain fog, so your mental clarity will be better. Skin. Sugar is really bad with inflammation, which messes with your skin, so your skin will start looking prettier. Weight control. That's a benefit of removing sweets and sugars. Getting rid of these sugars also helps your digestion. It just helps that balance, like we were saying, that's why it's tied to the gut. And it also helps your cravings. It breaks that constant craving of the sugar cycle where we need that afternoon snack, or we have a sugary breakfast or drink in the morning and then we have that crash and so we want more sugar. It helps with all of those cravings when you reset your taste buds. And that's the last benefit, is it discovers flavor. Once your taste buds aren't overwhelmed with sweet, you will start appreciating other flavors in your food. It's like fascinating. You'll enjoy all of your meals a lot. Learning how to enjoy all these different flavors when they're not overwhelmed with sweet is really satisfying. So I think you should all try it. So we know what it does to reset ourselves, but how does it actually help our gut? Well, sugar throws off the balance of the good and bad bacteria. Started that out. It also reduces inflammation, and your gut can get inflamed as well. So it helps calm that whole storm that's going on, because inflammation comes from your immune system, and so it just calms the whole storm that's going inside of you. And then you also get better digestion. Who doesn't want that? Who wants the burping, the gassing, the bloating? We want better digestion. The cravings go away because also your gut bugs will start not wanting, or the ones that are in abundance that crave sugar will start going away. They'll dying off because they'll get that good, healthy balance again. So that also, it's a combo. If you're noticing, some of these are very similar. It helps with nutrient absorption. Now, you all have heard the term, you are what you eat, but you're really what you absorb. So if you're not absorbing the nutrients from your food, you're not getting all those great health benefits that you're working so hard to get. Weight management, again, because we know the gut bug and the balance of it needs to be there properly to lose weight. It also boosts your immune system. Besides the fact that it lowers inflammation, it always boosts your immune system because we want to have that good balance. It all goes back to the gut bug balance. It improves your mood. Again, not just from the sugar highs and lows, it also gets those healthy gut bugs that communicate with your brain to talk better, and so that it balances your mood. Part of your gut regulates your mood. We've talked about this, so remember, we need a healthy gut for a healthy mind. And, just general less gas, less grumbling, and overall feeling a lot better. So I discussed a lot about the removing the sugar, the sweets part of this challenge. You're going to remove everything sweet, including fruit, just for that reset. Now, the second half is adding in probiotic foods for 7 days as well. So we're basically removing things that throw our gut off and then adding in things that help rebalance it out. Not probiotic supplements, probiotic foods. You see, I want you to start the year off on the right foot. It will make all the difference in the world. So I am inviting you to join my free, yes, that's right, free 7-day challenge. I am personally leading it and I am personally participating in it. And just for those of you who don't like Facebook and thinks it's a Facebook group, it's in a private forum, plus you'll get everything by email. All you have to do to join is click the link in the show notes or go to holistichealthmade.com simple.com/healthy-gut and join there. The challenge will start officially on January 8th. Now, if you're listening to this way after that week, do not worry. The link will switch to a waitlist if it is not being run. This is something I am planning on running a little more often because we often need this reset. We often veer off course and need something to reset us back. These two things are something I always do and go back to before I start anything else just to get a reset going. Friends, I want you to be successful in 2024. So join me in this challenge. Let's make 2024 the best year yet. A healthy gut and a tame sweet tooth will set you up with that solid foundation to reach all your health and weight loss goals. On that note, friends, I will see you next time. Bye.
Thanks for listening in today. I hope you got some nuggets to take on your health journey. Remember, this podcast is for educational and entertainment purposes. No medical advice is being given. By listening to this podcast, you agree to the full disclaimer, which is linked in the show notes. If you found this podcast helpful, could you take 30 seconds and leave a review? Your feedback means the world to me, and it helps others discover my show. Once again, thank you for being part of my community. Until next time, have a blessed day.